Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, give me a subscribe because I post new videos every single Friday. And today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than my traditional fitness videos. I am going to be sharing with you guys how I made $1,025.16 blogging in 1 year. Okay, you may be thinking, okay, that's not a lot of money, especially because you've been doing it for 1 year. So I'm going to give you guys all the details and how I made that money if you are a blogger, or if you come across my channel and you just like the fitness part and you don't know really anything about blogging. I am going to share with you guys pretty much everything that I did my first year, what I did right, what I did wrong, and how I made that money. The reason I wanted to do this video, and I don't know why it's taking me so long, because I actually published a blog post on this on October 13th, 2018. I have my laptop in my lap, that's why I'm looking down. But I posted that almost a month ago, and I was really thinking that I was going to make a YouTube video, but I just never came around to it. So today I'm really excited to be making this video because I want to share with you guys about my blogging journey, why I started, and how I make money doing it. So with that, let's just get right into the video. I'm doing this video for two reasons, and that is to help motivate other bloggers if they're just getting started, or if they want to have an additional income stream. If you're a stay-at-home mom, blogging is perfect for you. Or if you're a college student like me wanting to make some extra money, blogging is perfect for you. But another reason is because blogging is an industry where there isn't a cap. If you work really hard, you can make as much money as you want. And with that being said, I want to look at this from years to come. I want to remember what I did right and what I did wrong in my first year blogging. I was really just getting the hang of things in the blogging industry. I really had no idea what I was doing at the start, and just remember that everybody starts out at $0. Very rarely are people in overnight success, and one of the common misconceptions about blogging or being an influencer is you are just in the crowd, and it seems like those people who have millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, it looks like it happened overnight, but rarely it doesn't happen overnight. People work really hard in this industry, just like any other industry. So the reason I am telling you my blogging income the past year is because I've looked at other bloggers' income reports, and they have helped me so much, especially when I'm looking at new affiliate programs that I want to use, what works for them, how they're getting their traffic. But another thing that really helped me, a couple of months ago, I purchased Six Figure Blogger by Alex and Lauren from Create & Go. I'm going to link their blog and their course down below, but it is a course and they explain how they make six figures monthly. Yes, they make over $100,000 a month. It is completely insane, but that is what I mean when there is not a cap to this industry. Whenever you're in the corporate world, you pretty much know exactly how much you're going to make year to year. Obviously, you have to start off in the first year making $30,000, $40,000 a year, but you increase as you gain experience. That is exactly like blogging. But the thing is, with blogging, it is all up to you to be self-motivated and a self-starter. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to make money. Simple as that. The major thing I learned was that everyone's journey is different, and I've really realized that I shouldn't compare my journey to anybody else's. Even with the Instagram field, I love posting on Instagram. I love sharing my outfits, my fitness tips, my travel experiences, and everything like that. But I go through Instagram and I find myself scrolling and I'm like, oh, maybe I should do a post like this girl, or I'm comparing myself to this girl, and that is like death. You cannot be comparing yourself to other people, and I really try to remember that, especially with blogging, because you have these people who are making six figures a month, like I just mentioned. I really look up to Alex and Lauren from Create & Go because maybe one day I'll get there, maybe one day I won't. Like, it just depends how I am going to work at it, and if I keep working at it and I stay motivated, then maybe one day I will get there. But unless you stay motivated, you won't. And it all depends on how much time you have to work on your blog or your side hustles. So I'm a person who believes fully in side hustles. I started them about a year ago. I actually started off with YouTube. YouTube is my baby. I love video. And I really feel like in today's day and age, people would like to see somebody's face talking directly to them instead of just reading an article, which, I mean, I like doing both. I know a lot of people do both, but video is just so up and coming right now. People actually get really interested when I tell them I started my YouTube channel before I started my blog, because like on my blog I'm writing, I'm not physically showing my face. Honestly, I don't remember how I thought to start my blog. I think I was just watching YouTube videos and another girl mentioned she had her blog, and then I started researching it more, and then I finally took the plunge, and I really thought to myself, I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm not gonna care what other people think of me. They aren't relevant. It's not relevant to my life. They don't determine my success. And that's a really big thing. Whenever you're an influencer or a YouTuber or a blogger, you have to learn to put yourself out there. Anyway, I'm kind of referencing my blog post because I don't want to get off track. I have learned so much this past year of blogging, and you might think just making $1,000 throughout the year isn't a lot, which it's not in the grand scheme of things. I can't rely off that income at all. It's not my main stream of income, but I am so proud of the $1,000 I have made, because I have worked so hard and so long on some things, and if I wasn't truly passionate about it, I wouldn't be doing it. Like, you have to be passionate about it, because you won't have the motivation to finish any of your tasks. To give you a little bit of a background on how I started, so I was actually in the restaurant industry in 2017, and I was barely making $200 every 2 weeks. We had 2 paychecks a month, so yeah, I was barely making $200, and I was a full-time college student, and I have to pay for my college all by myself, so that was a major thing. I really wanted a new job to kind of just pay off my student loan so I'm not in debt after I graduate. I have a year left right now at this point, and I took it into my own hands. I got a new job, and it was in the industry that I'm studying, which I am super happy about. I love the industry, but this job happened to be a corporate 9-to-5 job, and like every other entrepreneur, it goes the same way. They are staring at a cubicle wall, and they just don't feel fulfilled, and they don't feel creative. And my YouTube and my blog is where I can feel creative, and I can put my own life out there, and it is solely mine. I am working for myself. It was October of 2017, and I was working that corporate 9-to-5 full-time, and that is when I started my YouTube channel. If you go back, you could see my videos of like my meal prep for the work week. That's when I was still working full-time. And then I finally went through this stage where I was so depressed, and I was getting really bad hormonal acne because I was so stressed, because I was also a full-time college student still, and I didn't know like the direction. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I didn't know the direction of my life. I started my blog around that same time, but that experience was a blessing in disguise for me, just because it really made me realize that I want to find a life that I am passionate about and that I enjoy waking up every day to go to. Whether that is working for myself or working for somebody else, I just want to be able to feel alive when I get up in the mornings and excited about the day to come. Since then, I have switched to part-time, and I get to work from home 2 days out of the week. And I am so excited because I get to work with my freelance clients, and I'm going to go into that a little bit later. But I have developed this routine, and I am completely obsessed with it. I make money a bunch of different ways right now, so bear with me on there. I'm going to explain everything. But yeah, that's kind of how I got started, and I just really realized that life is so short, and that in order to enjoy life, you need to surround yourself with amazing people and ultimately be doing something that you love in your job. So yeah, that's kind of the direction I'm headed here. So I say in my blog post, I say, I truly believe if you are unhappy with any part of your life at this very moment, only you can have the ability to change it. Build a life that you want to live. Life is too short to be dreading every single day. So do something for yourself. And that is why I'm so passionate about fitness, because I feel like I can express myself. I feel so much better when I live a happy and healthy life through fitness too. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to talk about what I feel like I did right with my blog this past year. So I'm kind of going to read a couple bullet points from my blog post. But first things first, I upgraded my hosting plan. If you aren't familiar with the blogging world, a hosting plan is like customizing your website, and you have the freedom to like have your website, if that makes sense, but you have to pay every month for it. And with my affiliate link on Bluehost, it allows you to start a blog that is only $3.95 per month. So I'll leave that down below, and it is an affiliate link, and I will receive a small commission on it if you guys purchase from my link at no extra charge to you. I only promote things I love. Okay, my dog's gonna bark. I am really passionate about only promoting things that I know and love, and that is one of them. Okay, number 2, I decided to start my email list. And an email list is so important because if social media just somehow evaporated and I didn't have Instagram anymore, I will have those loyal readers' emails. So that is so important because you could email them directly on the provider that I use, which is ConvertKit. I will also link them down below. But that was another thing that was major because a lot of bloggers seem to not start out with an email list, and I know major bloggers say how important it is. Oh, and number 3, my first opt-in for my email list was created, and that is how to start a profitable blog. I'm going to link that below too. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. And then the next one is making Pinterest my best friend. Pinterest is like my #1 source of traffic, and now I've actually experimented with scheduling pins, which I use Tailwind for that, also going to be linked below. But the purpose of Pinterest really is to gain traffic. It's pretty much gaining free traffic to your blog. And I'm actually in the process of coming out with something super exciting regarding Pinterest. It is going to be my first digital product that is going to launch, I hope, by the end of the year. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited about that. And my Pinterest currently gets 500,000 monthly views on my pins per month, and that's really exciting for me because I am on there every day. I pin 50 to 75 times a day, including my own pins. Okay, the next thing that I did was I paid for my website theme through PipDig. So I think it was like $75, so it was pretty affordable, especially because whenever you change over your theme, some themes, especially if they're free, don't allow you to customize it as much, and it's harder to get, if that makes sense. I don't know, I've experimented with a bunch of different themes, but I finally bought this one, and you guys can go over to my blog and see how like the layout of my website is. That is from PipDig, so that is also going to be linked below. The next thing is I invested in my blogging education, and like I just said before, I purchased Six-Figure Blogger from Create and Go. Alex and Lauren are amazing. They did so well with explaining everything they did to reach 6 figures blogging. They now travel whenever they want, and they create their own hours, and honestly it is just so motivating to know that they started blogging 5-6 years ago, and they also mentioned that they were broke and they wanted another income stream, and blogging just did that for them. Just because it only took them 6 years is amazing. I really look up to them, and I will leave their link below. That is also an affiliate link, so if you guys purchase their course from my link, I receive a small commission, but I am so excited about that course. I finished it in literally like a week or two. It is a pretty extensive course, and they give you so much information. I would have paid so much more than I did for it, and I'm so excited I got it finally. And I spent a lot of time focusing on just 2 social media platforms, those being Pinterest and Instagram. It is super important to pick out a couple social media platforms and just focus on them instead of doing everything, because it is so hard for one person to do everything. Another thing I did right was taking a break and focusing on my mental health and my self-love, and I took a couple of vacations. I recently went on a blogger trip with a bunch of other girls. That was my last video. I'm actually going to link it up in the cards here if you guys want to check that out. We had so much fun, and it was honestly just a breath of fresh air. Whenever I came back from that trip, I felt more motivated than ever, and it really helped in my business. Okay, now moving on to what I feel like I did wrong the past year. One of the major things is that I wish I would have invested in my business way earlier. Purchasing Six-Figure Blogger was just life-changing in my business, just because if I would have known that information sooner, I could have implemented it sooner, and that was a major thing for me, because all the time I put in my blog, if I had those strategies from the pros, I feel like I would have done so much more. Another thing is that I should have accepted help sooner. I understand when you're just starting your business that you want to do everything yourself. You don't want to be hiring someone else to do something for you that you could do. But there's just so many things that goes into blogging and YouTube and Instagram. I wish I could have outsourced those tasks sooner, but to be honest, like, I have found a strategy for myself. What are you doing? But to be honest, I think I have found a strategy that works well for myself, because I am doing my blog, I'm doing my YouTube, and trying to be consistent on Instagram, and I feel like I have found a happy medium where I can do it all. Sorry, my dogs are barking, but for example, if you aren't too good at coding and you don't have time to figure it out, you could just hire someone to do it quicker and in like 5 minutes. Or if you need help with your website design or your logo, it is just so easy to hire someone off of Fiverr or Upwork to just do that for you quickly, so you don't spend a lot of time working on it, so you can do more things that you're good at. Another thing is that I could have been more consistent with my blog. I could have bulked content and scheduled things, but I found myself I try to get a blog post up every week, and sometimes it kind of got to the point where life got in the way and I was uploading like every 2 weeks, and I really need to focus on automating my email list emails that go out every week. But yeah, just bulking content needs to be a priority in my business. And along with that, time management. Time management is so hard, especially when you're working for yourself. Like, if you find yourself scrolling through Instagram as soon as you get up in the morning and wasting time that way, again, it is good to scroll through Instagram sometimes and engage, which is completely fine, but just try to plan your day like down by the hour to get these tasks done, so you're not just scrolling through Instagram all day or scrolling through Facebook when you could be doing something productive like filming a YouTube video. And to be completely honest, sometimes I got really lazy, but sometimes I really just binge watch Netflix whenever I could definitely be doing something in my business and doing something productive. Yeah, just sometimes I was lazy just because I knew that this isn't my main income stream, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow, it's fine. But yeah, don't get into that habit. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into my stats. Okay, so on Pinterest, I have 1,538 followers. And Instagram, I'm currently at 6,353 followers. My blog traffic was pretty low because I've only had 14,670 sessions, so I'm working on that. And my blog comments, I got to 590, and my best month for traffic was actually in June of 2018. I've been putting a lot of work into SEO, which is search engine optimization, so I can get real traffic from Google. Along with that, I do a lot of Pinterest. I'm really happy with my stats overall just because I've worked really hard to try to grow, and I feel like I am building a tribe and a community, and that is really important for me. Okay, and in my blog post, I kind of go into detail about my Instagram and my Pinterest, but this video is probably going to be too long, so I'm going to skip that. You guys can read my blog post if you are interested. But now let's go into the fun part, and that is how I made my money and with what platforms. So first off, I'm going to start with surveys and Ebates. I made $23. I go into detail on what sites I use, which you can go see my blog post. I wasn't really focusing on trading time for dollars like the past 6 months, so I really didn't do too many surveys, but yeah, that's what I made from that. So Fiverr was my big chunk of money from the past year, and that gave me $840.80. So Fiverr is a place where you can offer your freelancing services, and I really love it because I also hire people sometimes to do simple tasks for me on that. But yeah, I really recommend Fiverr. I wish I would have had more time. Like, it all depends how much time you have to give and what you're offering. But yeah, I loved Fiverr because whenever someone would go to my profile and before they hired me, they would look at my blog to see my writing style and what I was capable of. So I really count that as how I make money from my blog. Affiliates, this is funny because I only made $1 from affiliates, and that was from a share sale. Okay, so my camera just like got too hot and I needed to let it cool, so I don't know if your guys' camera does that, but I've never seen that. So I've been recording too long, and that's a sign that this video is going to be super long. I apologize. I hope it's very valuable and beneficial to you, but yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. I was on affiliates. I made $1 from Share a Sale. I am just learning how to use affiliates more and more into my business. I'm hoping to take Michelle's Making Sense of Affiliate Marketing course. I hear such good things about it. If you've taken it, if you're a blogger, let me know how you liked it. She makes $50,000 a month just on affiliate marketing. She is like one of the most elite bloggers that I look up to, and I really want to take her course, so that's another thing that I'm currently learning. Google AdSense. So I made $10.36 on Google AdSense. I haven't had that payout yet, but I'm still going to count it because I'm proud of it. But as some of you may know, if you are YouTubers or if you run ads on your blog, Google AdSense has a payout of $100 until you get the first check. So not quite there yet, as you can see, but I'm really excited about it, so I'm going to count that. And then the last thing is a sponsored post. I do a couple of sponsored posts, but I really don't do too many right now. I am actually signing up for more sponsored post platforms so I can get more opportunities to help, you know, just build my brand and to be more reputable. But I really didn't focus on sponsored posts this past year. I was really just trying to build my audience and build trust and give value and build my email list. That was like my main priority. But this next year, I really want to start, you know, making more money for my business because I do put a lot of work into my blog and my YouTube and my Instagram. So that is kind of what I'm hoping for this next year. But yeah, so sponsored post, I made $150. Not too good, not too bad. It's some extra money. Yeah, that is kind of where I'm going from here. I really hoped this helped you guys and gave you value and kind of give you an insight on how much money I made in my first year of blogging. Next year, I'm really going to try to set more goals and achieve those from month to month and then year to year. But right now, I am loving blogging. I'm loving sharing my tips and tricks with you guys. And if you have a blog, link it down below. I would love to check it out. And of course, check mine out. It's in the description. Let me know what you guys think. I always love getting feedback. But if this was helpful to you, give me a big thumbs up because that supports me, and subscribe because I post new videos every single Friday. And with that, I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.